We'll start seated in Sukhasana, supporting your hips with a blanket or something if you feel like the back is rounding. Move your hips around. Then come to stillness. Let the knees relax. The edges of your feet rest into the mat. Sitting right behind the sit bones. Feeling rooted. Feeling rooted through the tailbone, through the hips. Feeling yourself connected here to the floor. Feel a sense of groundedness. Turn your attention towards your breath, and as you inhale, feel earth energy, feel energy rising up the spine. All the way to the crown of the head. As you exhale, release everything back down. Feel the corners of your eyes soften, your shoulders, your hips. Feel yourself sink back into the mat, into the ground. Start to visualize yourself pulling up energy from the ground all the way through your body. And then releasing, surrendering back down. Today, as we practice, remind yourself in every posture what is touching the ground, what is connected to the floor, what's rooting you into the posture. Take a few rounds of Ujjayi breath, inhaling, feeling your throat constrict, feeling your belly and chest inflate. Exhale, gently draw your navel towards your spine. Inhale, make the sound of a wave, the sound of the ocean. Exhale. Imagine that you were breathing through a hole in your throat on your inhales, like you were pulling the breath in through a hole. Exhale, pushing the breath out. Continue to Ujjayi breathe. The breath today will anchor you to the practice, anchor you into your body. Take 3 more breaths. On your next breath in, reach your arms up over your head. And exhale, release your hands down behind you. Fingers facing forward, feet on the mat. Lift your hips and come into reverse tabletop. Imagine squeezing the knees towards each other without moving the knees. spine long, head can drop back. Release down. Cross your ankles, come onto your hands and your knees. With the toes tucked under, sit back onto the heels. Open up the bottoms of the feet. Reach your arms up over your head. Grab your elbows. Lean to one side. Not collapsing in the side body, but extending up through the spine. Breathing into your ribs. One more breath. Come to center, over to the other side. Feel the ribs expand. Imagine that you were breathing through the base of your feet. Another breath in. Another breath out. Come to center. Release your hands. Bring your hands down and release the feet. You can tap your feet on the mat, releasing the toes. And we're going to stretch the calf muscle by using the opposite foot. So I'll take my right foot over the left calf up by the knee, and I'm going to start to move my weight back. Using my ankle bone to stretch the left calf. So you can move your right foot up and down the calf muscle. Finding those really intense spots, the spots that make your breath kind of go away, but then breathe into it. We'll be here for another 30 seconds or so you can pause where you feel that kind of sharp feeling, breathing deeply. You can stay in one place or you can move the right foot up and down. Up towards the knee and down towards the ankle. Take 3 more breaths. Come to the tabletop and release. And then take your left ankle right around the right knee. And then start to move back and forth, kind of using your right leg to pinch the left foot. Use the ankle bone to move up and down the calf muscle. You might notice that the ankle bone separates the 2 parts of the calf muscle here. Try and soften the muscles in your face as you do this because it can be quite intense. So try to let yourself breathe and soften in your face, even if you want to squeeze your eyes, even if it's kind of an intense feeling. You can stay in one place, you can move it around. Continue to ujjayi breathe. Take 1 more breath. Come back into tabletop. Tuck your toes. Spread your fingers. Inhale, open your chest, come into cow pose. Exhale, round the back, come into cat pose. Inhale, ujjayi. Open your chest. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers. Lift your tailbone. Breathe through your nose. Make the ocean-like sound. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale, the right foot steps forward. Left knee comes down, come into a low lunge. Stretch the left psoas. Lift your arms. Take hold of your left wrist, lean over to the right. Keep the right side long as well, so we're not crunching over to the side, but both sides are lengthening and then going extra deep into the left side. Come to center. Keep the length in your spine. Bring your right hand to your hip and your left elbow outside. Twisting. You can lift the back knee if you wish, or you can keep the left knee on the mat. Ujjayi, inhale. Ujjayi, exhale. Bring your hands down. Step to plank pose. Spread your fingers. Feel the weight even right and left and front to back. Pull your wrists and your feet together. Feel your body shake. Hug in the belly. And then extend out. Extend out through the heels, the fingertips, and the crown of your head. And then do that again. Squeeze in. Maybe feel your body shaking, and then press out through the heels and the crown. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, the left foot steps forward. Right knee comes down. Low lunge. Lift your arms. Extend through both sides. Pull your ribs in. Take hold of the right wrist and lean over to the left. Come up to center. Keep the length. Left hand to your hip and right elbow crosses. Hands come back to the heart, and you can lift your back knee if balance allows. Your gaze can be anywhere that's comfortable for the neck, anywhere that assists your twist. You can look down towards the mat. You can look towards the left. You can look up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step your back foot forward. Come into a forward fold. Spread your toes. Bow forward. Relax the head. Take another breath. Bring your hands down if they aren't already. Turn your toes out. Come into a squat. Bring your hands to your heart. Try and reach your tailbone down. Try and lift the arches of both of your feet. Pinky, toe side, grounding. Take a twist. Right hand comes down. Left arm extends like your arms are reaching away from each other. Stay here or bind if you bind. Come to center, over to the other side. Start to extend the arms away from each other. Maybe bind around the left shin. Come to center. Exhale, bring your hands down, lift your hips. Walk the feet parallel. Lift and spread your toes. Bring your hands to your hips. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, come to standing. Reach your arms up. Take hold of your left wrist and lean to the right. Come to center, over to the other side. Stretch, lean, open up, but keep your feet rooted. Keep both feet even. Come to center. Bring your hands to your heart. Walk your feet a little bit closer. Come into half chair pose. Lay your belly onto your thighs and reach your hands forward. Lift your right heel and lower, and lift your left heel and lower. Come into chair pose as you breathe in, and exhale as you fold. Inhale, push against your legs or the mat, flatten your back, take another breath. Bring your hands down, step or hop back. Find plank pose, find that even weight, forward, back, side to side. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower. Come into Salambhasana. Lift your chest, interlace the fingers. The back legs, the legs can be lifted or they can be on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release. Lift up like a plank. Lift your hips, come into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, push the fingertips down, lift the right hip, open the hip. Square your legs. Bring your right knee to the left elbow, and then lift up. And exhale, bring your knee to your nose, and press back. Exhale, tap the right elbow, and lift. And step your foot forward. Come into a high lunge. Square your hips. Straighten both legs. Bend back into the front knee. Lift your arms. Open your chest. Interlace the fingers. Lift your front toes. Extend your fingertips back towards the left heel. Lower the right toes. Stay upright or come into humble warrior. You can ground the back heel. Lift your knuckles over your head. Squeeze towards the center. Like the tops of the thighs are moving towards each other. Come all the way up. Press into your feet. Lift your arms. Bring your hands to your hips. Straighten your front leg. Hop your back foot in a little more. Square your hips towards the front of the room. Bow. Not letting your chest collapse, but pull your ribs in. Puff out the middle of your back. Puff the middle back up towards the ceiling. Reach your shoulders back. Reach your arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step the left foot and the right foot back. Lower to your belly. Inhale, come into cobra, up dog. And exhale, come into downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. Spread your fingers. Lift the knee. Square the hips. Exhale, bring the left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale. Exhale, same side. Lift the leg, and then step your foot forward. Come into a high lunge. Arms float up. Open your chest. Interlace your fingers. Reach your knuckles back, and lift your left toes. Take a breath in. Lower your toes. Come into humble warrior. The back leg can stay up and bow towards the front thigh, or you can bow inside. Keep refining when you're in the pose. Use your breath. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Create space in the low back. Come all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips. Straighten your front leg and bring your back heel down. Inhale. Exhale, fold halfway. Send the left hip up like downward facing dog. Pull your ribs in. Move your shoulder blades back. Extend your arms. Bring your hands down, slide the right foot back, step the left foot back, flow or lift your hips into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the right heel straight up, squared hips. Exhale, step it forward, come into warrior two. Feel the energy moving up your feet all the way to the crown of your head. As you exhale, sink a little bit further into the pose. Come into extended side angle. Hand can be open, elbow on the leg. You can have your hand inside or outside the leg. Keep the right hip moving under the left. Maybe the left arm stays on the hip or reaches over the head. Bring your hand to your hip, look down, walk your right hand forward, and come off the left leg. Come into half moon pose. Try to not let the right hand be heavy. Let it be light. Pull up. If Chapasana is in your practice, you can take the back leg. If not, you can stay in the posture, half moon, moving the left hip over the right. Optional lifting of the left arm. Bring both hands down. Bring your left knee down behind the right foot. Lift your arms, twist over to the right. Take 5 breaths. Turn forward as you breathe in. Use your arms, kind of momentum your way into warrior three. Square your hips. Turn your left toes down towards the mat. Tuck your chin. Exhale, step your foot back. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, move to down dog. Step back directly or flow. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the difference in your legs. Next inhale, lift your left heel up. Exhale, step it forward. Come into warrior two. Soft shoulders, refining. As we hold poses, refine your posture. Feel not only that we're sinking into the hips, that we're opening the hips, but that there's strength there to pull in around the pelvic floor. Come into extended side angle. Elbow on the thigh or hand on the mat. Find your back leg long, one long line. The back leg, the side body, your right arm. Bring your hand to your hip. Slide your left hand forward and take a big step off the right leg. Left hand outside the left foot. Body stacked. Shoulders, hips. Take Chapasana. See if you did that on the other side. Or not. Bring your hands down. Bring your right knee all the way down outside the foot. Lift your arms. Twist. Take 5 breaths. As you breathe in, return to center. Use your arms. Swing your way into a warrior 3. Pull your ribs in, puff your back up, elongate the neck. Have your hips in the same line, right toes turned down. As you exhale, step back, lift your arms, and flow. Step your foot back, lift your hips for down dog, or take a vinyasa. Come to seated, stepping, hopping. Extend your legs. Sit with your hips square. Flex your feet. Feel grounded here. Let your fingertips be light, but feel rooted through the sit bones, through the fingertips, through your heels. Bring your right foot in. We'll come into Janu Sirsasana. Lift your arms up, square your chest towards your left leg, bow forward. Come upright. Place your fingers down. Extend the right leg. Switch your sides. Extend up. Turn your ribs to face the extended leg. Bow. Open here the hamstring of the extended leg, the hip of the bent leg. Slowly come upright, place your fingertips down, extend your legs. Bring your arms forward, tuck your tailbone, and slowly lower down. Walk your feet in, toes facing forward, heels close to the butt. Press into your feet, come into bridge pose. If there's space underneath you, you can interlace your fingers, press your triceps down, lift up through the hips, keep the thighs active and the butt not hard. Release your arms, roll down slowly. Keep your low back resting on the mat. Hands facing down, knees into the chest. Keep your legs over your head for plow pose, halasana. Palms can be facing down. You can interlace the fingers and extend out. If you practice shoulder stand, you can lift the legs. Slowly bring your legs over your head if you're in shoulder stand. Release your hands, roll down. Give yourself a hug here. Hug your knees towards your chest. Come into Shavasana. Feel your body soft on the floor. Without effort. Release any control that you might feel over your body. Relax your legs, your arms, your jaw. Release Ujjayi breathing. Return to your natural, normal breath. Breathe in through your nose. Out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze your hands into fists. Curl at the wrists. And then stretch your fingers out wide. Point your toes. Flex your toes. Move your ankles and wrists around. Bring your legs together, your arms over your head. Stretch out. Hug your knees in. Roll yourself up to seated, either front to back or to the side. Come back into a seated position. Place your hands gently on the knees. With the eyes closed, feel yourself rooted again. With strong roots, we can still fly. Feel yourself settled here, but free. Free in your heart, free in your breath, free in your mind. Bring your hands to your heart. Honor yourself, the space within yourself, the space around you, the ground above you, the sky above you. Namaste.